Yee. We got some more spin gifts. It's freaking FRANZISKA and FARADAY Friday. Yippee! And I'm going to finish this stinking case. I probably could have finished it yesterday, but I didn't know how long it was going to freaking take. Freaking open this up. Game. Where's my PNG at? There it is. Oh, I'm hidden. I'm hidden from the stream because I forgot I turned it off for like a bit. Hold on, wait. Actually, let me go to the starting soon thing and get these two over here. Copy. Gaming. Really tiny. Actually, let's put K over here. She just looks like a loading thing. Like, loading the game. Okay, and I need FRANZISKA. I'm gonna get the other one that I have. Media source. FRANZISKA. Speed. I don't have. Actually, wait. Get this. FRANZISKA spin. Copy. That's our stream. Wrong freaking screen. Paste is reference. Now, this is probably gonna make them gonna be hard to see, so I'm gonna put that in the opacity so you can. Oh, you can't even see her anymore. You can't see FRANZISKA anymore. Let me like see if I can crop the image. Oh god. Wait, I have an idea. Okay. Go to the left. FRANZISKA. Let's make K a bit small. I can't remember like how like the text thing goes. I probably need to move like FRANZISKA a bit. There they go. There they are. Look at them spin. Alright, let's freaking get on with this. What was it? We have to. He who is above the law. Freaking heck. The gang's all here. Let me. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm going to like shrink them both now. Oh, not the shrink I wanted. Okay. Put them both there. Oh yeah, the freaking when did this get there? What? Okay. I can't believe it, sir. Extraterritorial talent, and I can't freaking speak. Right off the bat. Yes, and there's nothing we can really do about that. In the end, we didn't have enough authority to bring him to justice. I can't believe that even though we know he's the boss, we can't lay a finger on him. I know. Mr. Prosecutor, sorry to skip out on you, but I've got some business to take care of. If we can't even give an evil guy like him a slap on the wrist, then what the heck are laws created for? Were laws created for? What good are they? If the law can't help us, then I'll go as the Atagrasa and take care of this myself. Don't you dare! Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry, that was a bit too harsh. You know how you feel, sir. We're trying to take on an ambassador. We're trying to take on an ambassador after all. He did tell us earlier to get out of the theater. This is kind of their country, I guess. But I feel like I've been slapped across the face for just doing my job. What am I going to do? Should I retreat for now and formulate a better plan of attack? Look at Kay go! Come on, everyone! We can't give up yet! Okay. I want you to think about something for a sec. We've never let up for even a second, and as long as we don't stop investigating, we might find the rotten treasure hidden here. She's right. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. You're right, Kay. Very well. Let us reopen this investigation and see what we can find. Come on, Kay. Right behind you! Okay, now go check out Babel a bit more, sir. And I have something I need to investigate further in Alabast. Now then, before I gather any more information, I should do a bit of housekeeping. Passion Flower's data are erased from my organizer. Ambassador Ablaze seems agitated over something. I wonder why. There are two special circumstances that surround the ambassador. First, the embassy itself has extraterritorial rights. If something happens in Alabastian soil, we're unable to legally prosecute them. Cool! It sounds like embassies are the perfect place to see whatever you want! And murder Damask too, run the smuggling operation and make counterfeit bills apparently. But I thought all the counterfeiting was done by Mr. Cochin in Babel. Yes, he apparently used the embassy's coupon printing press to do it. But it's the same story over there anyway. Babel also has extraterritorial rights. Which brings me to my next point. The ambassador's extraterritorial rights. Those rights are effective and even in our own country. Really? No matter what happens, he can never be tried in our courts. He retains some very special rights indeed. Basically, no matter what wrongs he may commit, we can't bring him to the trial here. So I guess we really don't stand a chance, do we? We might stand a chance if we can somehow nullify either one of his special rights. Anything weird about This was taken just before the two ambassadors gave their bouquets to the Steel Samurai. Wait, is it just my imagination? Or is there something in this picture that I've seen before? Wait a second. Is it the Oh, it looks like one of the flowers is weird. There's that I love how fast that was. There's that troublemaker standing there smack in the center making two peace signs. Oh wait, he is! Wow, the Steel Samurai stands out even more than the two ambassadors in this picture. Oh hey, the person playing the Steel Samurai is one of your friends, right? No, I have no idea who he is. Wait, but you just said he. You know which gender he was, so you must know him, right? I beg that you please refrain from talking about that person with me ever again. Mr. Palladino has a really great smile, don't you think? I bet he was really happy when they were going to become Cadopia again. Perhaps. But instead, he became the greatest victim in today's case. An ambassador like him, who's always thinking of his country, and is really to be admired. Yeah, although this happened, I hope they'll be able to reunite the country someday. I hope so as well, but for that to happen, we need to solve this case first. We need to see to that those who harmed the new Cadopia are locked away. And we will! It seems that lilies are the center of this bouquet, with an accent of chamomile. Wow! I can totally smell the wonderful fragrance! Okay, this is just a picture. Look, I know that! But it's nice to imagine things once in a while, you know? Where's your sense of empathy? If you can smell the fragrance of flowers from a photo, that's more like a hallucination. You don't have to be mean about it. Let's just drop this before it's in full bloom. I can't believe he was pretending to be a harmless old grandpa. Talk about deceptive! I don't suppose anyone expects him to change that drastically. I bet he's thinking of something evil behind that cheery smile. Okay, please try to remain calm and focus on here and now. Yeah, you're right. Sorry I got all worked up there. Well, the only way we're going to be able to steal the truth is if we keep on investigating. It appears to be a bouquet of Parisian climens and... Wait, what? Cyclamens and roses. Wow, you even know the exact species? I never would have figured you for an expert on flowers. It's all because of those flowers the old lady sends me every month. Just look at me. I sound like some sort of botanist. So, what exactly is this yellow flower here? That one, I'm not sure. What? You don't know? As far as I can recall, I've never seen a flower like this before. But I feel as though I've seen this shape somewhere before. I didn't even went to check the... Babel's national symbols, the butterfly, and Alabast is the flower. It would appear that someone is employing the hide a tree in a forest trick. What are you mumbling to yourself about? Wait, what? The handle on this knife? Yes, it's the handle that was supposed to be on the blade that killed Mr. Cochin. The weapon that killed him was carried through the Theatrum Naturalis, and the very bouquet Ambassador Alba was carrying. The flower motif. It looks like one of the flower petals is missing. Oh, and take a look at the weapon itself. It's missing the exact same petal. Oh! So that's what the pick is. Oh. Dang, alright. Okay, now that I look at it, yeah, okay. Then the knife in this photo is most definitely the same as this murder weapon. Okay. Okay. Can I connect dots? Can I go in here? Nope. Man, I don't know why it took me like 4 freaking cases to realize I have a sprint button. Can't look here. Can't. Oh. These flowers were sent by Global Studios. Global Studios? That's where they filmed the Steel Samurai television show. They have been producing hit recently, so the studio's being remodeled. Oh, I read about that in the papers the other day. That mascot is also getting a facelift too, right? Oh, that's the Miss Monkey. Can I go here? Hello, and welcome to the Embassy of Babel. I'm sorry, but I don't really need to enter your country at this time. Right now, for a limited time, you're at Babelese Embassy, offering the very special Experience the Terrifying Virus Ashes Tour. So how about it? Shall I sign you up? We're fine, thanks. Have an investigation to run. Okay. Yeah, there's no way we're going to be able to go over there. The backdrop they used in the Steel Samurai stage show today. I love the climax of that show. Steel Samurai Sushi Slash. That was the first time I'd seen that special move. But well, the Jammin' Ninja stage show's climax is much better, of course. Oh, is that a fact? That scene where he sang for Princess Masola and gave her those hair sticks? I could totally feel the love there in my heart. Perhaps the Jammin' Ninja is just more popular with female audiences. There's a freaking fly in my room. Ah! Okay. Wait. I just want to be like front and center. Or not even center, but whatever. Look at him. Okay. Q. Nope. Hmm. Do I need to look at the... There's a striking flower ornament on the handle of this knife. Compared to the Babelese knife's handle, this large one gives Alabas more presence. The handle on this knife was made to be removable. The killer tried to make this look like a Babelese knife by switching the two handles, which means that there must be some reason behind that action. Oh my god, this stinking fly. Flowers were sent by a variety of people and businesses to celebrate the Goodwill event. Even the Steel Samurai received some flowers from the ambassadors. There's so many bouquets here. It's like a wedding ceremony. I believe the flowers for those are for a slightly different reason. What do you mean? This event was supposed to be like a wedding between Ablaze and Babel, right? Actually, I believe they're more in a state of divorce. Okay then, this event was supposed to be the remarriage ceremony. I suppose you could call it that. Holy frick, marriage. Can I talk to you? On the orders of Ambassador Alba, no one's allowed into Alabast. I thought a lady with a whip passed through here not too long ago. She's from Interpol and had the proper paperwork. That's why I was reluctant I had to let her in. Sounds like FRANZISKA, alright. Besides, if I didn't, that whip of hers... Yep, definitely FRANZISKA. Well, frick, alright. Is there something like... Nope. What do I need to look at? Do I need to ask? We are 30 minutes in. Okay. Oh wait. You can see the Ablaze embassy, which is undergoing major renovations. From room expansions to garden upkeep, it looks like a lot of construction is going on. Mr. Paleno said that all this work is really hard on him. He said that since Mr. Cochin passed away, that maybe I could work part-time for him. She got really chummy with that ambassador. What can I say? I just have a good nose for money. Okay, please. What? Oh wait, can I? Alright. Sorry, I looked at that. Can I look over here? Nope. What? Okay, do I need to talk to you? Mr. Edgeworth, if you don't pay attention, Ambassador Alba's gonna get away. Yes, I know. Now hurry up and do that swing thing you always do. I have no idea what you're talking about. What? You don't? Oh, come on, you know what I'm talking about. That thing you do. What are you talking about, logic? Yes, that's it. So hurry up and let's swing already. Alright. To be honest, it's been a bit hard to connect everything up until now just by looking. I should be able to piece things together if I take another look at my leads. After it's time to use logic and reason. Well, yeah, I know that, but it's like freaking... Do I need to... Hold on. I can't deduce anything. Okay, so... What? Why is it those two? We know that the counterfeit bills were printed using the embassy's press. But the necessary materials such as Babbley's ink and paper must have been hidden in a secure location. Oh. But what do you think would have happened if the renovation had begun? Well, he probably had to find a better hiding place or get rid of all of it. Right, so we can assume that the renovation was the cause of the plate and bill's disposal. And the reason Mr. Cochin was killed as the ringleader of the smuggling ring operation. Based on what we know, who do you think was the one with the most gain? Oh, wait. What? I'm stupid. Wait. Let me look at my history. The answer is Cochin himself. He was the smuggler ring's boss, right? So maybe he had a lot to gain because of all the money? But in the end, he was killed. It's kind of sad, really. Okay. Wait, who had... You're not... It was on... See, like... It's the one person who has been erasing all evidence of the smuggling operation. From both embassies, the co-conspirator who is mopping up Ambassador Alba. Ambassador Alba had a very strong motive to kill Manny Cochin. I put these two together. Causing Ambassador Alba's agitation, the raw treasure we may find, and the motive for killing Mr. Cochin. Miss Yu said herself that she didn't kill anyone tonight. If we were to take her words at face value, then the reason for the ambassador's nervousness can only be one thing. He didn't want us to discover the real circumstances under which Mr. Cochin was killed. Then you mean Ambassador Alba's the real killer? But I thought the two of them were friends. Maybe they were, but what if Mr. Cochin was the one who first betrayed their friendship? Oh, I get it. Wasn't Mr. Cochin pushing really hard for Mr. Paleno to be ambassador after the reunification? Yes, that was the real reason why he wanted to steal Alabas's Prima Dex statue. So Mr. Cochin hired the mask too to go steal it for him. But when Ambassador Alba found out what he was up to, he killed Mr. Cochin? It is definitely a possibility at this point. Those two really were thinking of no one but themselves. The question now is, how did he do it? Ambassador Alba was in Alabast, but Mr. Cochin's body was discovered in Babel, right? Right, and that is what we must solve next. I believe we now understand why Ambassador Alba was so nervous and agitated. It must have something to do with where Mr. Cochin was killed. A place where Alabastian ambassador was likely to meet the Babelese Mr. Cochin. Wait, what? You're not telling me he killed him in the theater, right?
Take that!
The one place that makes sense is here, at the Theatrum Neutralis. What? Here? The Goodwill event was being held here today, correct? So the only place that both of them would have been is in here. But if that's the case, then everything changes. This theater isn't actually Alabastian land. So that wipes out one of those extraterritorial rights he has. It makes logical sense, in which case it is a reason for us to investigate further. So what should we check out? Let's see. I believe we should check the immigration records for both Alabast and Babel's post-haste. Babel's records should be easy to obtain, however the problem will be Alabast. I wonder if they would allow us to see the records despite the order to vacate. I can't speak today. I'm already one step ahead of you, Miles Edgeworth. Franziska. I have here the security footage from both Alabast and Babel. You would do well to take a look at its contents. You move fast. Avant Karma strives to be perfect in every way. It's not in my nature to keep on retreating like this. I took the liberty of looking over the Babel investigation reports as well. From now on, you will make no excuse to back down or say we can't solve this case. I'm sorry about earlier. We won't be beaten, because my cute little subordinate is going to try his very best, isn't he? Hasn't she patronized me enough already for a lifetime? So this video contains footage from Alabast's immigration screening I can't speak. From Alabast's immigration screening area. I really hope there's something in here that we can use. Which minutes footage should I examine? Oh wait, what? Okay, Oh wait, hold on. Be right back. Okay, this man is the immigration officer who is on duty. He's making the exact same scary face that he was making a minute ago. Wait, is it just me or is he blushing? Wait, what? It appears that he gets flustered around the ambassador. I guess the ambassador is well respected inside Alba's too. You could say that. The guard doesn't appear to be capable of looking at the ambassador. Can't believe how completely fooled I was by the way he carried himself. He had me fooled too. According to the files I had sent for earlier, Ambassador Alba was a Cadopian hero. He saved the royal family from danger countless times. So what bothers me is why would a man like that create a smuggling ring? Even with all the authority I have, I still haven't been able to figure out why. Sounds like the ambassador was a hero who was corrupted by evil. No matter what happened in the past, we can't let the man he is now escape justice. Oh, is there anything weird? Those posters of this country's tourist spots, the most are the Gatewire land. I wonder if Alabastians in general like theme parks at all. The guard who stops you has been to Gatewire land a number of times apparently. I guess they don't have the theme parks in Alabast, huh? "5:22 p.m. Around this time, the Steel Samurai stage show had come to an end. Ambassador Alba was making his way back to his office. And then later he shook hands with the Steel Samurai in his office. and that he was going to give a speech in the Rose Garden. Being an ambassador sounds like a busy, busy job. It's like someone is always stealing your time away. Yes, I'd imagine something like that. Despite how busy he was, he still managed to find the time to kill Mr. Cochin and move his body somehow from the Theatrum Neutralis. It's the door leading to the Theatrum Neutralis. The more the guy tries to keep me out, the more I want to get in. It's human nature. I guess I can't complain too much. I did get let in the end. At least nothing seems out of the ordinary with the door. Nothing off here. This man's the immigration officer who's on duty. He's making a really scary face, even though there's no one around to see it. I wonder if he's just the grumpy sort, although that wouldn't do much for tourism. Hey, he smiled just now. I wonder if he recalled something funny. Well, even if he did, he still has that hard glare in his eyes. It appeared that he was born with stern-looking eyes. Rather fitting for someone in the security business, I'd say. At 5:21. Oh, I do remember all these posters. I wonder what they're of. I do remember a bunch of these hanging in that hallway. I believe they're all related to tourism and sightseeing. In Alabast, impossible. If it were Babel, I could believe that. However, no, they were posters promoting tourist traps in this country. I believe they were mostly of Gatewar land. I see. So they were targeted as the embassy staff. "5:21 p.m. That's just after the Steel Samurai stage show. Correct. We were still inside the theater itself around this time. All because Mr. Edgeworth wouldn't get out of his seat. I wanted to show the actors my appreciation for a bit and soak in the atmosphere. Yeah, with your eyes closed and completely lack of motion except for some breathing. Is he sleeping? It's the door leading to the Theatrum Neutralis. It felt so great when I finally was able to go through there. You know what I really wanted to do, though? I wanted to try sneaking my way in. At least nothing seems out of the ordinary with the door. Okay, nothing whack here. Mother freaking Steel Sam. What do you think about Steel Samurai? Appears that he's inspecting the person coming into the country. Are you kidding? It's more like he's not checking the Steel Samurai. And they gave me such a hard time. There are certain risks involved when you give some people parental treatment. Wait, but didn't Larry say he couldn't? On the outside, he may look like the Steel Samurai, but on the inside, it's just Larry. Other than the fact that it's that good for nothing, nothing else seems out of order. Wait, you know as well as I that anything can happen if he's involved. You're not suggesting that someone else could be under that mask, are you? No, I don't think that. Just before he entered here, he gave me an autograph, so I'm certain it's Larry under there. Doesn't something about this lump shape strike you as odd? Huh? Isn't it supposed to be this shape? No, there's clearly something odd about the bulge. If only we had the postcard itself, we can compare and confirm my hunch. Next, let us check the footage from Babel's security camera. I hope it shows us something good. Phooey, there wasn't a single sign of suspicious person or anything. That right there is the contradiction. Huh? Did I miss something? You didn't miss anything, because there was nothing to miss. However, what is missing is the image of Mr. Cochin entering his own country. But wasn't his body found in Babel? It would appear that the true face of our final puzzle has finally revealed itself. Give me back my health. Ah, frick. Ambassador Alba. I thought I'd ask for you and your group to vacate the premises, Mr. Edgeworth. Actually, I thought I should let you know that this theater sits on my country's soil. You've had your fun, and I've enjoyed a little game. I dare say that you've even achieved a new high score. However, once you've recorded a score, that same game can never be replayed again. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Your game is done, and it's game over. No! Where do you think you're going at this time of night? After admitting my crime, I was overcome with regret. So I'm heading to the airport now to return home. I'm afraid I can't let you do that. There are still too many issues we need to discuss with you. You can't stop me, Mr. Edgeworth, and you know it. Please, may I have a little bit of your time, Ambassador Alba? Ambassador Paleno? Even just a teeny tiny bit is fine with me. The already strained relationship between our countries is a precarious situation, you know. Very well, if you insist. I will play just one more round with them and see what they want. Not that they'll get any farther. Ambassador Paleno, Mr. Edgeworth, all I wish is for the normalization of relationships between our two countries. There is one person standing in the way of that dream. I believe in you. You'll do what's right. Thank you for your vote of confidence. Now then, what is it you want to ask me about? I do have a flight to catch after all. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to limit you to just one question. That's more than enough because I only have one question anyway. I want to hear your alibi about how you couldn't have killed Mr. Manny Cochin. Oh, I see. You seem to have a good hand this time around. This should be fun. This really is the very last chance we have to bring him down. Well, not even an atom-sized contradiction to slip by. Frick this man. Frankly, I still don't understand why I'm being placed under suspicion here. Under your hypothetical scenario, Mr. Cochin and I were fellow smugglers. But to get to the point, I was in Alabas the whole time. So it's simply not possible for me to have killed him in Babel. That is my alibi. So that is your alibi? That is correct. It's simply not possible for me to have committed a crime in Babel. Now that we cleared that up, I appreciate if you would move out of my way.
Hold it!
I said, hold it! What is it this time? I thought I told you I only allowed one question. You did. But you still have yet to really answer my one question. What? Until you tell us the truth, I will refuse to budge an inch from where I'm standing. Very well. I'll play with you just a little longer. Miles Edgeworth, as my subordinate and representative of this country's prosecutors. You are forbidden to lose. Of course, that is something I've understood from the start. That guy's the one who ordered my father killed, isn't he? Yes, I believe so. The goal of the first Yatagarasu was the capture of the smuggling ring's leader. My father and Uncle Bad. Their legacy will live on through me. So that's why we just got to catch him, okay? We will, I promise. Now, Ambassador Alba, let's have that truth now, shall we? No matter how many times you ask, my answer remains the same. Frick you. Oh my god, this man. Okay. Being placed under suspicion here because you're a mother frickin' snake, you are. Being the leader of a smuggling ring while taking the duties of an ambassadorship. Don't you think that the combination is more than enough reason for suspicion? Then there's the matter of the crossbow arrows and the primitive statues. Oh! Well, that is nothing more than your flights of fancy. What do you mean by that?
Hold it!
It's not a hypothesis. Earlier we proved that to be what happened. Well, let's leave that to one side for now, because it doesn't change the fact that I have no motive. Oh, so you really had no reason to kill Mr. Cochin. If you want to, I suppose I had one. Then why not? I'll indulge you. After all, this is nothing more than a silly game to me. Even if that's how you see things, I appreciate if you would take me seriously. I'm sorry. Suppose you were in a bit of a pickle. Very well. A game is not fun if the playing field isn't level. Therefore, I formally claim that I have no motive to kill. Let's see you disprove it. How can he stand there looking proud when he knows he killed another human being? I'm not going to stand by and just watch him get away with his crimes. What was it that we... I forgot about this. Justified self-defense. My freaking... it had to be like with... Oh yeah, this, cause he backstabbed them or something.
Objection!
Because of the backstabbing of like the switching the statues. If you want to know, I believe you did have a motive to kill. It was because Mr. Cochin had betrayed you. But you had your own reason too. Namely, you wanted to pin the smuggling all on him. Evil begets evil. Because you were trying to test each other turned into this mess. I don't believe this. You have a bad penchant for telling tall tales, Mr. Prosecutor. And if you're not, then I suppose you have some proof to support your argument. I never use guesswork in moving my cases forward. It has been proven that this note was ran by Mr. Cochin's hand. Shall we take a look at it? The contents of this note is request and call for the theft of Alabas's primitive statue. By killing him and pushing all the guilt for smuggling onto him, you walked away spotless. I believe you understand what I'm driving at. You had more than a few reasons to kill him. Are you finished with your hypothesizing? Excuse me. Let's suppose I did have a motive. Even so, a motive or thought alone can't kill. Isn't that right? I didn't expect to resort to playing the Sentimatics game with me. It appears that this is where the real battle will begin. Now then, if you'll excuse me. Wait, what? I told you at the very beginning, didn't I? You only gave one question. Ambassador Alba, if you could please give us just a little bit more of your time. Doesn't matter what kind of man Manny was, he was my subordinate. Which is why I would like for us to figure out the real cause of his death. That is something for Babel to figure out and something to which I have no relation to. Now he's even turned down a request from Ambassador Paleno. I'm very sorry, but it seems that now even my voice falls on deaf ears. There's no need for you to apologize, Ambassador Paleno. You must find some way to stop him from leaving. It seems that there are no further objections. In that case, please allow me to return home. Hold it right there, Ambassador Alba! Holy frick, he is on the case. Okay, you're gonna kick his shins. Okay. Like I said, Mr. Edgeworth, the Ethagras' legacy will live on through me. Yes, but how do you suggest we stop him from leaving? You just leave that to me. Ambassador Alba, do you recognize this? No, and why should I recognize that tired old organizer? Wait, where have I seen that before? That is the clue my father, Burned Faraday, left for us. Did you say Burned Faraday? Mr. Faraday's organizer! Don't tell me this is the one from the second KG8 incident. The one in which he wrote about the Atagrasu's key. Yes, this organizer belongs to the prosecutor you had Miss Yu kill 7 years ago. I have no idea what you're talking about. You say that like it's related to me. Inside this organizer, he wrote up a very detailed of every evil thing you did. What an amusing little girl you are. That sort of trickery won't work on me. If you won't believe me, then take a look at this. What is that toy there? This thievery device is used by the Yatagarasu, or rather by my father. 7 years ago, he used this when he snuck into this embassy. What? These 2 pieces of evidence that holds information the Yatagarasu dug up on you. If you go home now, I won't hesitate to send it all to Alabast right behind you. Look, little girl, get to the point. I want you to go up against Mr. Edgeworth one more time. If you win, then I'll hand over these 2 pieces of evidence. Yatagarasu, ever the thorn in my side. Okay, does that organizer really contain any information on his dirty dealings? It's nothing case-breaking, really. Then it was just a bluff. Even if it was, we still can't let all the info my father and Uncle Bad found go to waste. Plus, just the existence of Little Thief is troublesome enough for him. Those 2 pieces, aren't they keepsakes of your father? It's okay, I believe in Mr. Edgeworth. He'll come out on top in the end. Okay. When the going gets tough, someone's gotta be there to put the wind back in your sails. After all this time, you're still quite the feisty one. I applaud your powerful nature. They're best friends, Your Honor. I refuse to lose this too. Ambassador Alba, you won't be returning home until you give us further testimony. How dare you all bearing a person like me? Ambassador Alba, your testimony if you please. Alright, this is the absolute last. Then, even if you use all the power of Ambassador Paleno's office, you won't stop me. Can't let this opportunity Kay has created for me go to waste. Let's freaking get this, mans! Last time I met with Mr. Cochin was here at the Theatrum Neutralis. After that, I was in Alabast the rest of the time, as I stated earlier. In any case, I did not see Mr. Cochin again after that. So you see, there's no time span in which I could have killed him. Wouldn't you agree? Now, since you people were practically begging, I'll allow you to question me. What an arrogant old man! Yes, but no matter, we can't allow this chance to escape us. I will warn you, though, you've reached the end of my patience. Waste my time with any inane questions, you will be punished. Frick. So any needless pressing or presenting will hurt our case. Frick! In that case, the only thing you can do is to present the correct evidence. Understood? Of course, I don't intend to let him intimidate me. I know Mr. Kochi was killed before he returned to Babel. In which case, there's only one statement to which I need to present the evidence. Break this, man. Alba's alibi. What's going on? I looked away for a second. What's going on? Okay. Last time I missed Coach was here at the Theatre Neutralis. I have to present evidence. Wait, okay. But no one came to Ablaze. Okay.
Objection!
Nope. So, okay. Think this through, because I swear to God. Last time I met with Mr. Cochin was here at the Theatre Neutralis. Wait.
Objection!
Oh my God. I'd like you to take a look at this picture. It's a rather nice picture, isn't it? It's to commemorate the restoration of the relations between our nations. Oh, it's commemorative, all right. One that captures the proof I need to show that it was you who committed the murder. Come again? This is the night that killed Mr. Cochin. I see you recognize it, as well as you... What? As well as you should, for it was you who brought it to this theater. You hid it among the flowers you were to give the Steel Samurai, meaning that you killed Manny Cochin here at the theater. It's time for me to catch my flight.
Objection!
Nah, frick you! We're not through yet. It's game over for you, Mr. Edgeworth. But I thank you for the entertainment. No matter how passionately you orate, the end result will still be the same. I won't be returning to this country ever again. That's right. This man is an ambassador, and he has extraterritorial rights. No matter how hard we chase after him, we won't be able to have him tried in court. Yes, that's exactly the face you should be making. The face of a worthless cur. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, I must bid you farewell. The courts. Is there no one who can lay a finger on this man? Is this really the end? Yo! Oh my God, this man. Yo, the freaking cavalry is here. Let me take a freaking screenshot. Holy frick. Oh my God. Yes. Agent Lang. Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Prosecutor. Get out of my way. My plane is scheduled to take off soon. Sorry, but you're not going anywhere, Mr. Alba. I'm through playing games with you people. You can't touch me. You do, it would spark an international incident, Agent Lang. Sorry, but no, it wouldn't. What? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Good job holding the fort down here until I got back. So, Mr. Alba, Your diplomatic immunity has just been revoked. What do you mean, revoked? Spare me this nonsense and let me through. Lang Z says, before aiming for the throat, chew the neck shield off first. Good God, that's it. Alright. Its full headquarters in the imperial household of the King of Alabast. Took a while to get things rolling, but they finally moved on it. The imperial household? What have you done? You have been relieved of your duties as ambassador, Mr. Alba. What? What? Effective today. Effective right now. And you have Mr. Prosecutor's videotape to thank for this. The video of the Yatagarasu protected? You can't be arrested simply because you're an ambassador. In that case, I thought I'd strip you of that title. You underestimate me, descendant of the founder of detainment philosophies Lang Z. 4,000 years of deeply entrenched connections and networks around the world have really paid off. He's back to old man again. This can't be. I don't believe this. My ambassadorship has been revoked. Looks like you're finally coming to grips with your new standing. Looks like he turned docile again. He's probably in shock from the loss of his shield. What a shame. I had so wanted to use my whip on him. Why is this happening to me? I'm just a hard-working, honest ambassador. Do you really think you can still pull that on us now? We've already ripped away the mask and seen you for who you really are, Mr. Alba. Oh. He broke his cane again. No, I won't be stopped now. He still intends to fight us. So what if I'm no longer an ambassador? You still don't have any evidence on me. The fact remains that you cannot arrest me. Heh, I expect no less from you, the boss of the smuggling ring. Well, the rest is up to you, Mr. Prosecutor. Understood. You say that I killed Mr. Koch in the theater. Even if it's true that there was a knife in my bouquet, I left that bouquet in the theater. So anyone could have taken it out from there and used it, right? Besides, the claim that he was killed there itself is odd. After all, wasn't his body discovered in Babel? Or you claim that he carried his body all the way over there? Preposterous. I'll be the one to prove that whether it's preposterous or not. Ex-Ambassador Alba, are you ready? Because this is no game. This is war. I killed Mr. Koch in this theater using a knife that was stuck to my bouquet. I left that bouquet in the theater. Anyone could have taken a knife from there. Besides, Mr. Koch's body was discovered in Babel, right? There was no way for me to have transported his body from the theater to Babel. Look, don't you think you've had enough fun with me? You've already stolen my ambassadorship from me. Would you have me surrendered too? You have no plans to ever return to this country, isn't that right? Oh god. Did you know that a bunch of your subordinates are seeking asylum because of you? As if I care. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, boot this guy out of the embassy and we can finally end everything. I know, and I will give it all deceit that he leaves in handcuffs. Without the title of ambassador, he is just another witness. Yes, just another witness. Alright, what are we waiting for? Let's get this guy. Get him good. I wonder if they understand that all I can do is present evidence to the testimony. Oh, I think I know what I have to present. Cause frick this guy. I didn't even mean to say that one, but okay. Alba's movements. There's no way for you to transfer his body. I think I know. Fish.
Objection!
Frick you, mother fricker. You're going to in freaking handcuffs. Actually, I do believe there was a way to transfer the body out of the theater. Perhaps you should give this a look. What is that supposed to be? It's footage from a security camera that captured the state of the immigration area. Should I congratulate you on getting your hands on it? Just letting you know that we're not the only ones watching your every movement. Thank you for the warning. Now, if you could take a good look at this section here. This lump here inside the pushcart, do you know what's causing it? Should I? Because I don't. In that case, allow me to enlighten you. This is the cause of the unnatural lump under the cloth in the pushcart.
Take that!
What is the meaning of showing me that? It's to say that the unnatural bulge in the pushcart is Mr. Kochin's body. He had the steel samurai wheeled his body away from the real crime scene. What a guess. But I wonder if you have any evidence to support it. I admit that for now it is but a hypothesis, however. If you can't prove it, then I'm afraid I must be on my way. I don't have any more time to play with you people. Where's Gumshoe? Gumshoe W! Gumshoe W! I was like, where the freak is he? God dang, he has it! Gumshoe W! Holy frick. Look at him! Sorry it took so long, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Gummy? Detective Gumshoe, is that the Steel Samurai's pushcart? Yes, sir. Found it in the open air stage area. So that's where you went. The detective spirit that Pops left me with. Thought I'd follow my gut and go with it, sir. So Mr. Edgeworth, is this worth anything to the case? Yes. Just might play a major role in solving this case, detective. But something isn't right. Thought that the entire samurai family was in Alabast. Where exactly in the open air stage did you find this pushcart? Found it just lying there at the edge of the stage, sir. Oh, well, let's leave that for now and examine the inside, detective. Yes, sir. Oh, there's blood. Is there anything else? No, it's just a pushcart. Huh? It's blood. This must be Mr. Kochin's blood, which only goes to prove that Mr. Kochin's body was indeed transferred by this pushcart. I believe you understand what this means, correct? You killed Mr. Kochin at this theater and then placed his body inside the pushcart. And then you forced the Steel Samurai to unwittingly move the body for you. I forced him to move the body into Alabast. What nonsense! Why would I bother to do such a thing? You were scheduled to make a speech in Alabast, meaning it was difficult for you to make a stop in Babel. However, what if you moved the body to Alabast? Because it was your embassy, you could keep an eye on it and tamper with the evidence. And then you smuggle it out of Alabast. No! My god, it's like cracked up face. Yeah, you're surely related to that other guy in like Apollo Justice, Dual Destinies. If I can show how you move the body from Alabast to Babel, then I win. But you can't. The security between the two countries is incredibly tight. I'll be the one to judge whether I can or cannot prove it. And so I ask you to provide us with tests regarding your movements after you return to Alabast. Miles Edgeworth, have you figured it out? Do you know how the body was moved? To be honest, I have nothing to support my hypothesis at this time. However, I don't believe I've made a mistake in my logic up to this point. Which means... there's no question that it can't be answered, right? The primitive statue was smuggled successfully through a brief flight through the air. So why shouldn't there be an answer as to how the body was moved? Which means that there must be a logic flaw where I can't exploit. After I returned to Ablaze, I had my picture taken with the Steel Samurai, shaking hands. And just as I was about to start my speech, the Yatagarasu appeared. I feared for the national treasure, so I raced back to my office. Is that all? Yes, that's all.
Objection!
It looks like you left out a few things, such as the murder of Damask II. Furthermore, you left out the part about meeting with me in your office. Those trifling matters. I don't believe I need to speak of those things again. I do so hate to waste time. What? Is not everything life precious? Do you really need me to answer that for you?
Objection!
People like you cannot be allowed to wander freely through society. Then you'd better try hard, because I doubt you'll find a single contradiction. He's really full of himself, isn't he? Yes, he is. How can he be so confident at a time like this? Come, don't be shy. Go ahead and ask whatever you'd like. Okay. Maybe I have to press him on stuff now.
Hold it!
So why was it only the Steel Samurai? I thought the Pink Princess was also around. The Pink Princess was suffering from a bad hip at the time, and the doctors were recommended that she rest. Wow, so you do have a soft side after all. The pain of a bad hip. Suppose none of you can really understand how it feels. Oh, so you tend to strain your back as well, huh? But isn't that just because you're normally all hunched over? Did need to keep up the act no matter what, I suppose. The point of this is not to discuss my back problems. For about 15 minutes after our handshake, I was in my office preparing for the speech.
Hold it!
That Yatagarasu is just a trick that you had set up. Ha, a most amusing joke, and how do you propose that I set it up? If you really want to know, I can explain it in detail for you. You arranged the spotlights in the rose garden so that when you were to take the stage, the audience would see the Yatagarasu's shadow. And that is an interesting tale. Sadly, it has nothing to do with me. What's it going to take you to fess up to anything? Very well then, let's move on to a different question. After the Yatagarasus appeared, what was the state of the rose garden? Everyone took refuge inside the embassy. I even helped with the effort. And then, once everyone was inside, well...
Hold it!
And what happened after you returned to your office? I don't want to keep on repeating this, however, upon my return I had the stroke of bad luck and bumped into Mask Man. And I don't want to keep on repeating this either. But his name was Damask too. Who cares what he was called? By the time he got to the Prima Deck statue he was supposed to steal, he had already been swapped for the fake. Talk about an unlucky man being bludgeoned to death with a fake statue. Oh my god! Miss Von Karma is really letting her whip fly now! I think the scary part is her signs while she's doing it. She must be at the limit of her patience as well. Her physical attacks are meaningless here. Only evidence will suffice. I can't find a single flaw in his argument. This way I won't be able to prove that he's actually guilty of anything. Frick. Are we finished here? Miles Edgeworth, can you not come up with how the body was moved to Babel? Sir! Mr. Edgeworth! Even after proving so much, is he going to get away with it? Is this the end? It appears that we made it just in time. It would be a great honor if you allow us to be your allies in battle. Oh, holy frick. Oh my god, they're back. Oh my. Holy frick. The one time, I don't know why this is the one time I'm glad to see Larry. Evil Menagerie, it is time for you to pay! It's the Steel Samurai? No, you're mistaken, for I am. No, Larry, no. Larry, no, please. And this is... No, no, no. You know what? I take that back. I don't want to see you both. It's just like, you know what? Just let him go. The two people that I want to see the least. Larry? What are you two doing here? Way to show your gratitude, Edgy. We just wanted to help. Yeesh. I'm gonna get the bad guy with a single thrust of my samurai spear. Go away. How can you be so mean to us? All three of us came to lend a hand and this is how you treat us? Well, isn't this grand? And I see they managed to find the Iron Infant. Does that really matter right now? Hey! Is it just me or is the Iron Infant completely soaked? Oh yeah. Found him in Babel, but he was in the middle of the pool. Wait a second. Larry, go back to what you just said. Huh? Oh, it appears that we made it? Not that far back. Something about finding the Iron Infant in Babel. And he found it in a pool. I don't recall there being one in Babel. Oh, that! I was in Alabasta the whole time. So I have no idea how the Iron Infant wound up in Babel. I thought I had lost him in the Rose Garden. But I guess maybe this cute kid can swim, huh? Wait, what? Larry, you lost the Iron Infant in the Rose Garden. Are you sure about that? Yeah, I'm sure. But I found him in...
Hold it!
That's enough, Larry. The Iron Infant that Larry lost managed to move between the two countries. Furthermore, the Iron Infant was found soaked in the middle of a pool. This is what I've been looking for. It's another smuggling route between the countries. Oh! The key to the route the Iron Infant took to travel from Ablaze to Babel is... a bilateral symmetry counterfeiting. Is there... Oh, wait. That's right. This embassy is built with bilateral symmetry in mind. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. There's a location I wish for you to examine post-haste. It is where I believe the route used to smuggle Mr. Coach's body lies. Does something like that really exist, sir? An embassy built on bilateral symmetry, meaning that this is where we need to examine. We need to examine here. Yes, sir! I'll be back before you know it. Go, Gumshoe, go! It's too late. Doesn't matter what you do, it's all a waste of time. You will stay here with us and wait. Who calling? Everyone just looks over. This is Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, it's here, sir. Oh, this is a reservoir here, just like one in the Rose Garden. Just as I suspected. What is it? Two sides of this embassy are mirror images of each other, which means there's also a pool at the corresponding location of the Babylese side. Mr. Cochin's body was moved into Babel through the pool in Alabast. Avoiding the topic with a vague answer like that is coming of a prosecutor. If you don't mind, I'd like to see more physical proof if you have any. The Iron Infant is positively soaked in water. Why do you think that is? It's because he was fished out of a pool, and not just any pool. It was the Babylese one. I think it's pretty obvious that at this point, that must be true. The water reservoir and the two country yards are connected. And where is your proof that the two sides are connected? The proof is right there before your eyes. The half-drowned Iron Infant. What? This blasted doll! Mr. Edgeworth, I'm back. Hey. Don't tell me you guys figured everything out without me. You did, thanks to this hero of Justice's son. Even if he is just a doll, he managed to help foil the villain. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Look, I don't want to say this, but it's kind of unlikely that the body just happened to have passed on through to Babel. This guy's a doll. He's small, so it can't... So I can believe it made it, but... He has a point. Yes, that's right. I'm glad someone here understands. Mr. Edgeworth, are you going to next propose that a dead body can swim through a pipe? See, Mr. Prosecutor, our chase after this man is far from over. Agent Lang, why is he helping Mr. Alba out now? He's not. He's realized the flaw in my argument and is helping to move the logic along. In which case, I should return the favor and find an answer. And another thing, Mr. Cochin's body was found in his office in Babel. So what happened to his body after it was transported to the open-air stage? Miss Alba had an accomplice in Babel, remember? You mean... Sheena, right? With her there, you can see how it's possible to move the body up to the office. Are you seriously claiming that she swam through the connecting pipe with the body? He's right! Miss Sheena would drown if she did that. It's hard to imagine that she swam through the connecting pipe. Looks like your hypothesis about how the body was moved is still not only half-baked. In the end, it's all just the befuddled musings of an accusatory man. Now then, I believe you should give up and allow me passage. Because from the start, there was no feasible method of transporting the body. What? Mr. Prosecutor, recall Sheena's movements. What was happening in the embassy around the time Miss Sheena was in Babel? Oh, if only there was a way to get rid of the water in the pool. Get rid of the water. That's it. Now I believe this time we really are done, right? Frickin' object. Frick you. Mother fricker. Unfortunately for you, it's far from over, Miss Alba. You are a most persistent man. Are you saying that you thought of a way to move the body through the water? Move the body through the water? That's completely unrelated to how it was done. Excuse me. The reason I say that is because there wasn't any water there at the time. What do you mean there wasn't any water? Just what it sounds like. Tonight's events made it possible to drain the water, allowing the body to be moved.
Take that!
Tonight the Yatagarasu set fire to a variety of locations in the Ablaze embassy. In order to put the fires out, much of the reservoir's water was used. Of course, when the water was used, the reservoir's water level went down. If enough water was drained, the connecting pipe could be used to traverse the border. So what? The water level went down? The reservoirs were connected? Does any of this matter? You can't prove any of this. I hate this guy so much. Pretending to be ignorant won't work with me. We both know what kind of situation we're in right now. Even in a game, there comes a critical game-changing moment. A moment in which you hit a wall that you must overcome in order to beat the game. I haven't lost yet. I found the route you use to smuggle the body, and the route will lead to your defeat. Even if all the water was used by the firefighting effort, you still can't really call that a smuggling route. I know that. Should figure that you would notice. Mr. Alba, how deep are those pools anyway? I'll have you know those pools are extremely deep. And there are no ladders or footholds along the walls either. It'd be difficult for Sheena to hold the body and climb up out of the pool. Ladders or footholds along the walls? There was no need for such things. What do you mean? If one were to use a certain something, they could go up or down the pool at will. Looks like you've got an answer already. Well, what are you waiting for, Mr. Prosecutor? Enlighten us already. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, yeah. Just use this as freaking leverage to, like, get up. If there was a way to control the water level, that could be the way the body was moved. This was used so that the body of Miss Sheena could move up and down the pool. Frick this. Mr. Alba used the fountain spouts in the manner of speaking. He used the fountain spouts. How so? The water level in the pool can be controlled by opening and closing the spouts. Miss Sheena and the body were lifted upward by the buoyancy in water. The fire on the Babbly side and the firefighting effort, these were set in motion all for the sake of smuggling Mr. Cochin's body. Shall I show you where the final destination of my train of logic leads? First, Mr. Alba closed the fountain spouts and advanced in preparation of things to come. Then he took the pushcart that was brought to the Rose Garden and pushed it along the Iron Infant and Mr. Cochin's body into the pool. This time, Miss Sheena was busy conveniently starting the first fire in Babel. She then made for the opening air stage pool to wait for the firefighting effort to begin. When the firefighters used the water in that pool, the water level went down. And by the time the fire was out, the pipe between the two pools was exposed. This is when she pushed the pushcart from Alabas to Babel. Once that was accomplished, Mr. Alba simply opened the fountain spouts once more. And the water level rose up to its original level along with Miss Sheena and the body. After that, Miss Sheena used the pushcart to carry the body up to the Secretariat's office. There's an elevator in the embassy after all, so you see, even with her small frame, she could have easily transformed Mr. Cochin's body. That wraps up my thorough explanation of how the body was moved. This is the most wackiest thing I have heard all day, or ever. Frick you. Well, ex-ambassador Alba, what do you think? Not so untouchable without your precious extraterritorial rights to protect you, are you? I knew you could do it, Mr. Edgeworth. Way to fight back.
Objection!
You accuse me of moving the body across the country lines, but when you get down to the nitty-gritty, you don't have what it takes to indict me. The nitty-gritty? What does the old man want now? Proof. I believe it's what he seeks. Yes, proof. Without any who is to say whether or not any of what you said really happened. He wants proof? What are we going to do, Mr. Edgeworth? There's no need to worry. I have all the proof we need all along. The body wasn't the only thing to go through the pool's connecting pipe tonight. Just as Detective Gumshoe found the push car in the open-air stage area, so too did I find one other item there. And that piece of evidence is what will prove that the pools were the smuggling route. This was another thing that was smuggled over to Babel's open-air stage area. Where's the freaking pin?
Take that!
And what exactly is this? You have no idea, do you? This little piece is that I found in the Babbly's side will be your undoing. A guitar pick. Would you care to explain how that is going to do me in, as it were? Much to your chagrin, perhaps this is not a guitar pick. What? This is something I found at the open air stage, which was transferred with the body. I naturally assumed that you would recognize it, since you took a photo with it after all. But since you don't, allow me to show you what this fragment of the stage area belongs to. Let's freaking get him! Let's take a good look at the murder weapon that was used to kill Manny Cochin. On the handle of this knife, there is a beautifully blooming flower. However, it would appear that it's missing a single petal. Now let's see what happens when we try to fit this pick in that open slot. It's a perfect fit! I assume that the petal must have fallen off the flower during Mr. Cochin's murder. Then it was accidentally placed into the pushcar along with Mr. Cochin's body. That's an interesting story. Nothing more. He's still not backing down?
Objection!
I assure you, it's more than just a story. Because for some odd reason, this flower petal was wet when I found it. It was wet, you say? Yes, and the only place it could have gone wet from was the open-air stage pool. Now I ask you, how did a part of the weapon which was smuggled into the theater wind up in the open-air stage area on the Babbly side of the embassy? I don't think I need to waste any words explaining this, as this petal explains it all for me. It proves that someone went from the Rose Garden's pool and threw it into Babel. Impossible! The people of Zang 5 have been waiting to see you face to face, Mr. Alba. I'll tell everyone back home we'll be there soon. You should be happy. Why? Why? It's a little late to be asking that question. Should have known from the very beginning. When you took your first life, no matter how you may plot or how you may try to cover it all up, you can never hide from your crime and what you've done. Because we're here to see to that justice is served to people like you. You can't call what you've given a perfect argument! You know, I don't think this guy's going to ever admit to his wrongdoings, Mr. Edgeworth. Because he values himself above all else. People who can't be negotiated with, or people who refuse to admit when they're lost. I don't believe those kinds of people really exist, because everyone breaks eventually. Right. In that case, I have no choice but to use all of the evidence I have. I'll use it all until he breaks under the weight of his crimes. Mr. Alba, I request that you testify once more. This really will be the end of the line. Is it? Oh my god, this has to be the end. Oh my god. Mr. Alba, I request that you testify once more. As if there's anything else for me to testify about. I still have yet to fully prove that it was Mr. Alba who murdered Mr. Cochin. Well, I would like to hear about your movements before the murder occurred. I wonder if you could tell us about what you did here at the Theatrum Neutralis. Very well. I suppose I could tell you about that. Because about all I did was watch the Steel Samurai stage show. Elaborating on even that alone is good enough for me. The only way for me to place this man under arrest is to pinpoint the exact location of where the murder took place, for that is the key to this investigation. Okay. I'm gonna be right back. Okay. Let's freaking take this man down. Mother fricker. Oh my god, this man. I watched from the last row. The stage was well lit, but it was dark out in the audience. I'd freaking clicked on the wrong thing. I swear I was there in the audience, but it's hard to prove that, I suppose. I do remember the contents of the show very well, though. Is that proof enough for you? Those moving scenes were seared into this old man's heart. I will never forget them. So you were in the theater proper watching the Steel Samurai stage show, were you? Of course I was. I have a great fondness for the Steel Samurai. Yeah, I was pretty cool up there, wasn't I? You're not the one who is cool. It's the Steel Samurai who is cool. Yeah, and the Steel Samurai's special finishing move today was really something, huh? Hey, Edgy! Who is she? Who's this super cute girl? Larry, please. She's been standing here this whole time, and only now you know he notices her. Her name is Kay Faraday. She's helping me in my investigation. Sorry I didn't get to introduce myself earlier, but better late than never. Yeah, it's okay. I'm Larry Butts. Silence in the peanut gallery. There's no time for such trivialities at a time like this. Mr. Prosecutor, this is the final battle. You got that? I know. This is the end. For that man there. Now that's the kind of thing I like to hear. I think I'll give trusting you a try, Mr. Prosecutor. Or rather, Mr. Edgeworth. Holy frick. I'll leave this critical battle up to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Have no fear, I will finish the job. This really is the end game. Holy frick, end game. The time has come to expose every last one of Mr. Alba's lies. Frick you. Okay. The last row. I should think that Ambassador would have had special seating reserved. I want my staff to enjoy the Steel Samurai show as well, so I gave up all the good seats for them. It was enough for me to simply see him. Oh! Hey, the Steel Samurai wasn't the only hero. Let's not forget about the Pink Princess here. My dear madam, if you continue to thrust about like that, your hip may begin to hurt again. Oh my, well aren't you the considerate person when you want to be old bag, not the time. These young birthdays on the set. So you can spare me the flirtatious come-ons. Wow, he's clearly frozen. In frustration, perhaps. I dare say she can be one rather trying opponent. In any case, Miss Albert, can you actually prove to us that you were watching the show?
Hold it!
Are you admitting then that you have no way of proving to us that you were watching? Quiet. You buzz in my ear like a pesky little fly. If you don't wish to listen quietly until the end of what I have to say, then perhaps you should pack up and get out of my way. I see that you're willing to be a bit more receptive now. Well, it's true that it may be difficult to prove that I was out in the audience.
Hold it!
Well, I remember the contents of the show as well myself, because I'm the biggest mother frickin' Steel Samurai fanboy in the world. That's nice. That's nice. Miles Edgeworth, don't allow yourself to be riled up by him at this important juncture. I wasn't planning to let him. Well, if you ask me, I think I'm the biggest Steel Samurai expert around here. And didn't you think the climactic scene of today's show is just totally awesome? Yes, I remember that well. And a spectacular special move. The way you delivered the final blow against the evil menagerie. Early summer rain jab. Huh? And that scene will live in... Oh, that scene will live in my heart forever. Is that how it went? I totally forgot about that. How can you forget your own special moves? That's the special attack that the Steel Samurai uses when he's using the Samurai Spear. Yes, and today was the first time they showed it off, was it not? If I hadn't watched the show, then how could I answer you with the name of the move? I suppose you're correct, but if you could please elaborate on this point for me. We're gonna beat him because he didn't freaking know. About the move. Oh my god. Where's the stinking... We're beating him because he wasn't a fanboy enough. The special move today was the early summer rain jab. Is that your final answer? Like we're freaking like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? You little irritating gnat. Do you think you can trip me up by asking the same question over and over? That was not my intention. Your testimony is more than sufficient. However, I believe it would be wise for you to take a look at this. The Samurai Spear. What about it? This spear actually never made it on stage today. Excuse me! Unfortunately for you, tonight's Steel Samurai and happened to be a goof of a young man with an abundance of useless hot-bloodedness. Having said that, said useless man bent the spear during his rehearsal this evening. Okay, do you remember what the Steel Samurai special move was tonight? It was the Steel Samurai Sushi Slash! He got correct. Because he couldn't use the spear, a last minute change was made. Had you really been watching the show, you would have known the move that was used. Fake fan! We have a fake fan in the freaking audience! Frick this guy! Fake fan. For Chris Alba, you didn't watch even a single minute of the Steel Samurai stage show tonight, did you? Ha! So if he wasn't watching the show tonight, then it opens up the possibility that he was busy killing Mr. Cochin instead. So where were you during the show? I demand an answer now! Just what is so funny? You're so sloppy. And so are your conclusions. I still insist that I watch the show. Or most of it in any case. What do you mean by most of it? You see, during the show I left my seat for a spell to visit the bathroom. I assumed that was when the dramatic scenes was played out on stage. That is the lousiest, lamest excuse I've ever heard in my life, pal! Just because you got the name of the move wrong. Can't really use that as proof that he didn't watch the show at all. Frick. As a fan of the Steel Samurai, I'd wanted to watch the entire show. Honest. As a Steel Samurai fan, I call utter nonsense there. For someone who wasn't even in his seat for the climax of the show, you have no right to call yourself a Steel Samurai fan ever. For I am the true Steel Samurai fan. Who is that just now? It would be I, young lady. Larry, what are you doing interrupting me like that? Edgy, please hold for a second, I beg. You may never accept this old man as a Steel Samurai fan, but I totally think he's a Steel Sematic. And what exactly is a Steel Sematic, pal? I believe he means to say Steel Samurai Manic. Yeah, and trust me, I know a real fan when I see one, because I'm the Steel Samurai. I will never acknowledge you as the true Steel Samurai. Why are you getting so worked up over Mr. Edgeworth? It appears that the real Steel Samurai recognized me as a fan. As well he should, for I am a fan. It's not as though I missed the entire show. It was the most amazing show filled with the spirits of the young and the young at heart. The sarcasm driven from this long-winded nose couldn't run any thicker. His nose is gonna like grow longer or something when he's like, yeah, I'm at the end of my rope. I freaking lied to you, all of you. Getting the name of the move wrong only proves that he didn't watch the last scene. What I really need here is something more definitive. Something that links Mr. Alba directly to the murder of Mr. Manny Cochin. You know what, Gramps? You're really something else. I'm honored to receive such a praise from the Steel Samurai. But what is it for? I was just wondering how you found out about the early summer rain jab. That move is a bit of a secret that only a small portion of the staff know about. Wait, it was a secret? Larry, wait, what did you just say? Huh? Did I say something stupid again? Did you say that the early summer rain jab was actually a secret? Well, maybe I shouldn't have said secret. It's more like we only decided on the name of the move right before the start of the show. Right before? Yeah, the stage director was going nuts because we were supposed to debut the move. About 5 minutes before the show, we threw it up on this dressing room's whiteboard. Early summer jab, that's kind of how we decided the name of the move. But by that time, I already bent the spear, so I guess the whole thing was kind of pointless. All of you Steel Samurai actors are the same. The director has my complete sympathy. I don't think you want to meet the director! Long story short, because he changed the move to the sushi slash, we kind of pretended that the early summer rain jab didn't exist at all. I mean, it'd be bad if someone found out we changed the move, so we made it a secret. So basically a gag order was issued for publicity's sake. It almost makes the early summer rain jab sound like a lost art. Yeah, which is why I think most of the staff haven't even heard of the move. Hold those lips, you're still! What the heck, old man? I've done nothing but listen, and from what I can tell, it's all very unrelated to the case. It's also very tedious and pointless exercise and wasting time, much like a kid's show. You fake fan! You mother freaking faker! Mr. Alba, I believe the one who should be quiet now is you. How dare you! I suspect that you've already noticed exactly what very severe implications are in this man's testimony. Ha! So now you're trying to bully me, huh? There are no implications to be read into a behind-the-scenes story of a kid's show. Don't even think about trying to slither right out of this one, Kirkus Alba. You were the one who said yourself that the name of the move was Early Summer Rain Jab. We've gotten way so... But that name only decided upon right before the show was about to start. So, just where you're driving at, that the name of the movie you just told us was never used in the show or said aloud. Now then, would you care to tell us about how you found out the name of that move? Because I can only think of one way you could have known. Crocus Alba, this is the only way you could have known about the name of the special move. Frick this man. Mother fricker. You knew the name because you saw it. You saw on the dressing room's whiteboard. The staff members who knew were keeping it a secret. So you couldn't have simply gone up to a staff member and asked, which means that the only other option left is that you saw it on the whiteboard. So that means that Mr. Alba was in it at some point, right? But what's the big deal, sir? I don't see what that means. There's another piece of evidence that has a great deal to do with the dressing room, so we can't afford to let this slide. This is related to both the dressing room and Mr. Cochin's murder. Oh wait, frick. Oh wait, where is it? Oh my god, my brain. Mother freaking. This is related to both the dressing room and Mr. Cochin's murder. Oh wait, okay, pushcart. The pushcart that was used to move the body was right there in the dressing room. During the show, the pushcart waited its turn to be pushed on stage into the dressing room. And it was finally pushed there along with the Iron Infant in the last scene of the show. And then right after the show ended, it went into the Ablaze along with the Steel Samurai. Which means that the only time the killer could have placed the body inside the pushcart was when the pushcart was in the dressing room backstage. So basically the killer had to be someone who visited the dressing room during the show. Precisely. Oh, but wait, what if, and this is just a what if the murder took place right in the dressing room? What do you mean, Kay? I have to admit, she brings up a valid possibility. During the show, the dressing room was supposed to be devoid of people. Slipping undetected into a private dressing room then would be as simple as pie. The killer must have come up with the idea to move the body with a pushcart then too. Correct, thus making the theater's dressing room the ideal location for the murder of Manny Cochin. Croker's Alba, during the show you went down to the dressing room, and I want to know why. Yes. Yes, I was there. I went into the dressing room. I knew it! I'll place you under arrest right now, pal! You got that? Arrest! Not so fast. What is it now? Don't I deserve a chance to explain myself? Explain? What is there to explain? I believe I told you earlier that I went to the bathroom. Well, I got lost when I did. Wanted to ask for directions. When I opened the dressing room door, no one was inside. That's where I saw the name of the move on the whiteboard. You punk! Still trying to get out of this? Do you really think you can get away at this point? Mr. Edgeworth, isn't there something you can do to stop him? I don't have enough evidence on hand to do anything. I don't even have airtight evidence I need to put this man away for good. If that's what I need, then perhaps. Agent Lang, I believe an investigation of the dressing room in question is in order. It's possible that we may find new evidence there. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth pokes around in there. I'm sure we'll find some new facts, pal. Only we just used a little thief, we may learn something from recreation. We don't need to do any of that. What? Wolfie, how could you? I'm not saying this to be mean. It's just that we've already searched there. My men really are something else. And they found nothing. There's only one thing I can say to you, sis, and it's that they found nothing. That's it. I guess you're right. If they had found something, they would have reported to us. They couldn't find anything because there's nothing there to find. And if there's no info to feed into Little Thief, then I can't do much help either. Is this the end? The murder took place in this theater, which is not protected under the extraterritorial rights. And the fact that it was Mr. Alba himself who committed the murder. If I can't prove both statements to be true, Mr. Alba walks away a free man. Is there no other course of action left to us? It would appear that your hands of cards have turned out to be a bust. Now if you will excuse me, because of you people I missed my flight. I must take haste to arrange for a new one. Who is it this time? Hold it right there, you whippersnappers! Ah, freaking Wendy. Ah, come on. First Larry and now you. What is it with that scary mobster like scowl on your face? Don't treat me like I'm some sort of nuisance. I've been meaning to say this, but you keep talking about things I don't get at all. You're all leaving this lady in the sad, depressing, lonely dust I'm about to cry in. Why did you have to speak up right at this instant? But you know what? Cheer up, because I'm about to give you the most wonderful thing. The most wonderful thing from you. It's so super special that I couldn't give it away to just anyone you know. My special present of love to my sweet. Are you ready? Is this? It's a box of those samurai dogs, right? Here, I'm going to eat one. You feel right as rain. Are we through here? Why did everyone get so quiet all of a sudden? Tell me you understand the depths of this lady's love for you. I'm not one to hand out snacks willy-nilly, you know. No, sir. The thought occurred to me that maybe it would go good if I... Oh my god, no. Mr. Edgeworth, can't you do anything about her? There's no power on earth that can force that woman into silence. I'm so sick and tired of it. All you people do is look down on me. Even this box of samurai dogs played me for a fool. It had a special design on its fan like the Japanese flag, so I thought it was special. But I ate one. It tastes just like all the rest. Oh, it made me so mad. Wait, a special box with Hinamaru fan on it. Wait, what? Is that not on the original box? Oh, wait. Oh, Wendy! Holy frick, this woman's done something. I've never heard of such a piece of merchandise existing before. However, there it is. The red sun on this fan is filled in. Is it possible? Could it be? After the show, the samurai dogs were piled up on the dressing room floor. However, there is no such thing as a Hinamaru dog. This contradiction of facts between something that could not exist and yet does. The rays from this red sun may be just what we need to point us in the right direction. A present? The studio bigwigs basically told us to play delivery boys. We were supposed to hand the dogs off to NBC people and tell them hi. Had to pile them all into a pushcart just to move them. I believe you understand what this means, correct? You killed Mr. Cochin at this theater and placed his body inside the pushcart. And then, you forced the steel samurai to unwittingly move the body for you. It's time to piece the final piece of this logic puzzle together. No matter how fragile or small the connections may be, once we found them all, the way to the truth will be revealed. Wait, but we still have... Oh, come on! my god, this freaking case. Okay. The killer used the pushcart to transport the body, which means that they had to remove the samurai dogs from within first. Therefore, the samurai dogs that were piled up on the dressing room floor were most likely taken out of the pushcart by the killer. Okay, this is where we connect the freaking dots. Mother freaking let's go. That witch should not exist. This box of samurai dogs is a Hinamaru has a Hinamaru on it. If this red sun was filled in when the killer was busy removing samurai dogs from the pushcart, then it's proof that the murder took place in the dressing room. As long as this red substance turns out to be what I believe it is to be. Wendy Oldbag. I thank you. Like, in the inside, like, oh my god, it's just said that. What you have given to me is truly something very special. Mr. Edgeworth, are you sure you're feeling okay, sir? Oh, he's great, man. He figured it out. Miss Alba, as I suspected, you killed Mr. Coach in the dressing room. How many times must I listen to you repeat yourself? Haven't you figured it out yet? Your words are meaningless, worthless, and powerless. The only way I'm going to continue to cooperate is with some definitive evidence. Not arrogance, that's self-confidence. You believe that you erased every piece of evidence that could incriminate you. However, there remains one piece here, and it is what will pull you away for good. Ha! You're bluffing! Oh, hey Mr. Prosecutor. Sounds like you finally found them. You finally found the fangs we need to go after this guy's... Oh my god! Lang, what the fudge? So tell us, what about that box of samurai dogs that's going to put the old man away? Traces evidence that will bring him down. Why, it's here, of course. This box of samurai dogs with a Hinamaru fan on it. This should never have existed. So I want you all to take a good look at this red spot. It's a single drop of blood. Huh? What? Blood, you say? Agent Lang, I'd like this blood analyzed post-haste. I've gotta admit, I'm a bit surprised. Can't believe we found blood in a place like this. Hey you, get this down to the lab, pronto! But why was there blood in that box to begin with? If we think about the flow of the crime, I think the reason will become obvious. Larry, you said that you transferred the samurai dogs with the pushcart, correct? Yeah. You have a great memory, Edgy. That pushcart was a bit too big for my son, you know. You know what I mean? So to make sure everyone could see him, I had to pile some stuff in. I figured the samurai dogs were there, so I used them to fill up the cart. If what Larry says is true, then what were the boxes doing on the floor? I see, the killer took them out in order to place the body in the pushcart. Exactly, and that is when I believe the victim's blood found its way onto that box. But when my men investigated the room, not a single box of samurai dogs was in there, because an MC staff member had already confiscated them. Yes, no doubt to hide the evidence of the murder. It's a good thing Miss Oldbag managed to steal that one box before they got to them, huh? Looks like Miss Oldbag also managed to put this great thief to shame. What a scandalous way of putting that. I didn't steal, I received it for myself. Crocus Alba, I'd say this one very fatal oversight on your part. My god, he's not backing down. Sorry to rain your little love fest, however. How can you be so self-confident in a no-win situation for him like this? Is there any other things that I need to... Oh, well, yeah, that... Even if that blood turns out to belong to Mr. Cochin, then what? So, Mr. Edgeworth, it sounds like he's not really called it quits yet, huh? The sole piece of evidence that was left at the scene of the crime. That alone has shed light on a new fact. At the very least, we now have proof that the murder occurred in the dressing room. Oh my god! This guy! He's more stubborn than freaking Oldback. Okay. And you say that like it means something. Huh? Excuse me, sirs. Report. What were the results of the analysis? Sir, the analysis came back and confirmed that the red substance is blood. I knew it. With this Curvis Alba. Mr. Edgeworth, I wonder if you might humor my question. Your question? The one from before, or have you forgotten? Even if that is Mr. Coach's blood, what difference would it make? Like we already told you, proves that the crime scene was that dressing room. But it doesn't prove that I am your killer, does it? That's... He has a very good point. Blood in that box doesn't prove that Mr. Alba was the killer. Wait, whose blood is on it, though? Yeah. Then this evidence, it's meaningless? That can't be. We're so close, sir. I want to smack that smug look off his face. Come on, there's gotta be something we can do. We finally found a solid piece of evidence. There must be something I can expose with it. I can't think of a single thing. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be on my way. Who was that? It's too late. I won't allow anyone to stop me now. It wasn't me, pal. And it wasn't me this time either. It wasn't me either. It was me. Why did you? Because I haven't finished reporting everything to you yet, sir. There's more. What? Hurry up and spit it out! Yes, sir! That blood I mentioned. It's not of the same blood type as the victim's blood. What? No! What? Daily dose of science for today. Lemons from cross between the citron and the sour orange. So life never gave us lemons. We made them. We made the freaking lemons. Also, go see, yesterday when I was streaming, your freaking physics homework got into my freaking game. I had to like figure out how they were able to transport like these two statues between like rooms. Wait, let me see if I have the, because one of the rooms was higher than the other, so I had to like figure out like how they moved the statues, and it was like a rotational like pulley thing they had to use. You. I had to do it yesterday for an exam. Freak that. Wait, so we made lemons. Wait. Oh my goodness, these freaking bots. Oh god, my hand. Okay. Lemons are a freaking lie. Okay. What do you mean it's not the same type? You mean it's not the victim's blood? Freaking heck. This... Mr. Alba is freaking stubborn as heck. Get this man out of my sight. Whose blood is it? If it isn't, then who the heck is it? I don't know, sir. All I know is that it's not the same blood type as the victim, sir. Wait a minute. I am one of 7 streaming this game. Okay, oh my god. Oh no, it has to be Alba's blood because of this freaking injury the man has. What should we do now, Mr. Edgeworth? I have no idea what's what anymore. Same. I don't know what's going on. Neither do I. Yeah, okay. We're all in the same boat here. My, what an amusing turn of events. That blood drop proved something to be true, alright? Namely my words. And which one of your words would that be? The ones where I said that your words are meaningless, worthless, and powerless. That blood has nothing to do with the murder investigation whatsoever. I need to remind you that the blood got onto that box long before it entered my embassy. What sort of nonsense? Yeah, it's blood, pal. There's no way it's not related to the murder. So you would like to believe. But what if someone preparing the samurai dog's house smelled nosebleed? What then? I guess that's possible. Dang it. Have we been wasting our time on a red herring? The blood doesn't belong to anyone connected to the case. That should be a clue enough. It's... Kirkus Alba, you... Oh my god! He's so... Langston's about to kill him. Like, if we can't take this man to court, Langston's gonna kill him. And Lang, I don't think I can help you out with, like, being your attorney. Silence. Don't you ever address me with such filthy words again. I've wasted enough time here with you, and you have your answer. Now let me through. Alba, doesn't matter where you run off to, you'll never escape me. Someday I'll have the satisfaction of sinking my fangs into you. You'll see. And all of Interpol will be behind me, working to see it to that date. I'm freaking having a stroke here. And all my Interpol will be behind me, working to see to it that date comes. Do you know what your words sound like to me? They sound like the whinings of a pathetic loser of a mutt. Jesus! Is this really the extent of all that we can do? Is the blood really from someone completely unrelated to the case? Or is there another possibility, someone else other than the victim? Just when I thought I had them backed into a corner, it was I who had been backed into one. In a situation like this, what would that man do? I swear to God, it always goes back to that man. What would he do, Edgeworth? What the frick do you think he would do? What would he, who can turn any desperate situation around, do? Change your thinking. Turn it around. That's it. I must turn my way of thinking around. Holy freak. It's not whose blood is it? It's whose blood could get onto the box like this. And if I think about it that way, if the blood got onto the box when the body was being placed into the push cart, then the owner of said blood must have been in the dressing room at the time. And there's only one person that could be. Well, I must praise you for trying so hard. It's because of you kids that I was removed from center stage, and will be forced to live out the rest of my life in the shadows, unfortunately. But it's not a total loss, as the underworld will allow me more freedom than you'll ever know. Freedom like what the raven feels like as it flies through the dark night sky. You can't lay a finger on me, not now or ever. The arm of the law is powerless before me. Powerless, is it? I wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you. What do you mean? Allow me to describe you in one word. Pitiful. Pitiful? How so? Crocus Alba, your wings were clipped long ago. And for some time, and for someone who is trying to fly away on them without noticing that fact, pitiful is the perfect word to describe you. Ha! Mere words! What do you mean by his wings were clipped, Mr. Edgeworth? Just what you think it means, Kay. We had already caught him in our trap a while back, with an incredibly powerful definitive piece of evidence. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, care to speak in English? What are you talking about? What piece of evidence? The piece I speak of is, of course, this drop of blood. But we know that is not from the victim! I don't see how it remains relevant to the case at all! Miss Von Karma, I believe that is exactly why it's very important to the case. And the part that is the most important is the fact that it's not the victim's blood. Frick. You're looking a little pale. Good. And I believe you're already aware of what I mean. And you know who the blood belongs to. Of course I do. This piece of evidence is the irrefutable proof that will stop the killer in his tracks. The blood that soiled this box of samurai dogs belongs to this person. Freak you.
Take that!
The blood of the red sun on this box belongs to you, Crocus Alba. What? Why is his blood on the box of samurai dogs? He's not even a victim. The blood fell into the box when Mr. Coach's body was being loaded into the push cart. At that time, the only two people in the dressing room were the victim and his killer. So that's what you mean. The blood doesn't belong to the victim. Then there's only one other person it could belong to. Yes, and that person is the murderer himself. That is the only logical conclusion. Mr. Kocho was the one who was stabbed, sir. While Mr. Alba had been the one who was bleeding. What if during the murder Mr. Kocho had fought back? You mean if before Mr. Alba could kill him, Mr. Kocho managed to wound Mr. Alba? Yes, I believe we have a piece of evidence that proves that he was bleeding then. Oh god. Where's the piece of evidence that shows that Mr. Alba was properly bleeding at the time? Where's his freaking wound? Mr. Alba, you bear on your body a great wound. That was from when Damask 2 attacked me with a pair of scissors. Yeah, and that happened way after he was in the dressing room. But is that what really happened? We can manufacture a weapon by smearing blood onto it, so I can't just accept that as fact. Shall we try a test, Mr. Alba, and see if the shape of your wound matches the scissors? You really are something else, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't let a single thing slip you by, no matter how insignificant the possibility. You're one to talk, Mr. Alba. You managed to give the law the slip for 10 years as the smuggling ring's leader. No matter the danger, you can hide every last ounce of fear and anxiety from everyone. You truly are a one-of-a-kind criminal. I'm the master of my fear. However, to think that a person such as you could miss such a large thing. You believe I've overlooked something. You said that my wound was caused by Mr. Cochin, and that was caused here in one of the theater's dressing rooms, right? Wait! Yes, that's correct. I'd like to point out that it's simply not possible. My wound is a stab wound, and one that can only have come from a blade. I wonder where you will propose that such a weapon came from. This theater was packed with security guards. It would have been impossible for anyone to come to this area without a weapon of any sort. Just as Mr. Alba was able to bring in the alabastrian knife in a bouquet, there must have been some other way to sneak in a weapon of some sort. But as long as you can't prove what that other way is, all your talk about Mr. Cochin stabbing me is pure nonsense. So if that other way does exist, you better hurry and tell me now. Oh, freaking gladly, with pleasure. Wait, what? This piece of evidence shows us how Mr. Cochin brought a weapon to this theater. Oh, you're so going down, you mother fricker.
Take that!
Frick you! Among law enforcement, this piece is known as the Yatagarasu's key. The key? That's the key that my father stole from here 7 years ago. And it is very unique in that it is both the key and a knife, meaning that under the guise of a key, it could have been easily brought into the theater. You couldn't dispose of the knife that stabbed you. Therefore, you wiped off the blood and placed it back in Mr. Cochin's pocket. After all, the key itself opens the safe in his office. And inside that safe there were documents about Kodopian papers signed by Mr. Cochin. In order to make it look like Mr. Cochin died as the leader of the smuggling ring, you had to make it so that the police were the ones who opened the office safe. All that hard work to save yourself only served to destroy you in the end. Shall we try matching this knife's blade with your wound, Mr. Kirkus Alba? And that is what some may call the coup de grace. Impossible! You can't take me down? Swine, all of you! Especially Manny Cochin! This is all because of that man's betrayal! He sought to steal control of the smuggling ring from me by removing me as ambassador, which is why he deserved to die while bearing the guilt for all my crimes for me. That is why I sent out the Yatagarasu's card, and how this incident was born! Manny was supposed to be the smuggling ring's leader, who was killed by the Yatagarasu. But I had yet another reason, yet another story that was supposed to play out. Manny's death was supposed to bring everything to a close. And I would have gone away with it too if it was for you meddling prosecutor! Frickin' Scooby-Doo! Mr. Alba, I'm afraid there's one more question I forgot to ask. This country, or Alabast, which country's court would you like to face first? Either way, it's game over for you. Edgewater? Oh my god! Oh! What the frick just happened? Oh, he shriveled up. This is it, the big day. It's Mr. Alba's trial today. And next week, he's scheduled to stand trial in his own country in Alabast. Franziska is heading that one. I suspect she'll be serving a full course of whiplashes at it. Having to face Miss Von Karma in court right after facing you, sir. Ugh, don't even want to think of what that would be like. Caught a glimpse of Mr. Alba as he was being escorted to the courthouse. And boy, he looked like as glum as I do the day before I get my monthly paycheck. No, I've been thinking. That flight attendant and even Mr. Portson were all of Mr. Alabast's secret agents. Correct. That smuggling ring was the common thread between all the incidents. Mia was to provide support during the smuggling ops, using her job as an attendant. Mr. Portson was to manipulate trials related to the ring to end in their favor. Go you airlines and even the prosecutor's office. No one was safe from the smuggling ring, huh, sir? I suspect there's even more members of this ring spread throughout the world. Yeah, sounds like such a big op that I can't even begin to imagine what it's like. What is it, detective? Nothing. It's just, well, come to think of it. Mr. Ernest Amano's trial is also scheduled for later today, sir. I'm aware of that. Mr. Amano has been working with the smuggling ring now for over 10 years. He used the Amano Group's various connections worldwide to assist the ring. But all of that has to come to an end as his conglomerate is now undergoing harsh scrutiny. I owe Mr. Amano a debt of gratitude, but he must pay his debt to society. Oh, with the arrest of both Mr. Alba and Mr. Amano, I guess that's about wraps up the KGA incident as well, huh? I suppose so. The real killer in the KGA incident 10 years ago was Manny Cochin. And 7 years ago, the killer in the second KGA incident was Matt Carell. Those two facts are the unshakable truth, however, it seems that a lot of effort was put into hiding these and other truths from us. Now we'll expose it all at the trial today. You're solving cases left and right today, aren't you, sir? CCU and Dead Man. Perhaps now these two brave souls who tried to make the truth known can rest in peace. By the way, I received some gifts from the Ambassador Paleno. Shrimp, crab beef. I don't need any of these, so I'm giving them to you. What? Seriously, sir? Wait, actually, I don't think I want them anymore. The way you're holding them. Don't tell me they're just coupons, sir. Detective Gumshoe, have you not read the paper recently? Ever since the two countries became Godopia again, its economy has changed. Really? It seems that the Ambassador Paleno has reaped a few benefits of his own from it. He has been announced as the official ambassador of the newly reunified Godopia. Ah, but what a pity. Even though every time he sent is a treasure, you don't seem all that interested. Well, if you don't want them, I can give them to my lovely assistant, Kay. Wait, that's not what I said, so, Mr. Edgeworth, please let me have them, sir. Actually, come to think of it, where is Kay? How come she's still not here? Oh, wait! Oh, I was like so confused, like, wait, who was that? Oh, it was Kay that pretended to be Mr. Edgeworth. Hey, you've got to be more alert than that! I can't believe you didn't notice! I was even mimicking Mr. Edgeworth's voice for a bit. I totally didn't notice you, or realize that voice was you. Lang Z says, ferocious love blooms with each new spring. Oh, even he's here. Agent Lang, a pleasant surprise to see you here. It's been a long time since I set foot in the courthouse, but I wasn't going to miss watching the guy who screwed up my country finally get what's coming to him. Well, that and something else. I want to see you in action in court. Is that so, Agent Lang? We flushed out all the counterfeit bills, so Zhang Fa is finally at peace again. It's all thanks to you, so I just want to say thanks. Wow, I never thought I'd see the day old Wolfie says thanks to Mr. Edgeworth. I should be the one thanking you, Agent Lang. You had negated Mr. Alba's extraterritorial rights. I would not have been able to bring him to trial. I believe the victory belongs to the both of us in this case. A shared victory, huh? Look, don't get me wrong. I'll still never forgive you prosecutors. And I have zero interest in that truth thing you talk about in court. I've always done things my own way, and that's not about to change, you got that? I see. Well, I believe you should follow your own creed when you do your job. Yeah, and if there's ever someone your precious truth can't catch, Feel free to sit around and cry about all you want. But as for me, I'm gonna get that person no matter what. Alright. It's about time for the trial to start. I will see you later. I'll be watching your performance from the gallery. I'm looking forward to this. Prepare a whole ton of ticker tape for the day's victory, sir. I'll help throw some around when Mr. Edgeworth wins. Hope you got enough because I'm going to go call my men up as well. A modest amount of ticker tape goes a long way. Scene shifts to the courtroom, and the final act of this long tale begins. The legend of the great thief Yatagarasu is the story of those who chose to dedicate their lives to the pursuit of the truth. Prosecutors are those who seek a guilty verdict for the defendants they meet, and to that end you have no choice but to win by any means necessary. A creed was forced onto me which I was young. However, I no longer think that as prosecutors are. That is because... Even though I've only been away from the courtroom for a short time, I feel as though it's been a lifetime since I've set foot in one. Today, more than any other day, I feel the fight within me rising.
Objection!
Hey! Oh! I'm really in Mr. Etcher's step for the other day. Thanks to him, I'm still free to serve in the friendly blue skies. Oh, so about my suitcases... I've been selling them on the internet and they've become a real sensation. Thanks to the praise the art world has lavished on my work as being truly postmodern. The airline has chosen me to design their new line of Go-You jumbo jets. Just think, someday you will be able to take a ride in my pink-walled, yellow-seated jet. Aww. Oh, it's this guy! Oh! Edgeworth, not that rudeness of a man. Because of him, my time and money is wasted. More important, I received most frantic treasuries. The primitive statue of the Principality of Cadopia. It weighs a bit light in my hands, but the ambassador Pelena was most generous. He gave him the fake one. We finally caught Agent Hick's killer and was able to witness Mr. Alba's teary eyes. Feels good to finally bring everything to a close. I received another offer from Interpol to work another case in cooperation with them. However, the Cadopian courts await. Cadopia's air is supposed to be very fresh, so my whip should find a new vigor there. This little patrolman has been fired today, sir. I thought I was safe since I found the gun and had dropped. But I hadn't noticed that I dropped my police badge too. I guess what really broke the camel's back was that I couldn't find my badge. My little life has suddenly turned into a dark black hole, sir. I think I'll go to the courthouse and file a complaint with Ruffles Man. Ruffles Man? Who's Ruffles Man? Oh, is it... with Ruffles Man. I was actually hoping to talk with Mr. Edgeworth a bit more than I did. But I've got to get going and return to Europe. I've still got a long way to go and lots of stuff to study there. Next time I help Mr. Edgeworth on a case, I'm going to do a real forensic scientist. I'm sure he's going to need all the help I can give him, scientifically. You go, Emma. Freaking... I just saw Yogi, I'm like, wait a minute. Because the kidnapping was staged, I was let off easy. I won't be going outside much anytime soon, but that's really okay. The only person I'm forever trapped in is this cage of love. The guard down at the detention center, well, when he's on guard duty, he has such a cold look in his eyes, just like that prosecutor. No, Pops, stop it, Lauren. When will you ever learn to stop being a prisoner of love? Ah, Lauren. What? It appears there are all sorts of drama that takes place outside of the courtroom. Since when we judges are here day in, day out, we've only heard a few rumors, but apparently Mr. Edgeworth teamed up with a thief and became a detective. Maybe I should team up with a bailiff and try to become a lawyer or something. I barely escaped death yet again. Yeah, but boy, we're lucky to have Mr. Edgeworth help us out, huh? Yeah, but because I lost the key, I got fired from my security guard job. Don't let it get you down, Maggie. You still got me. You're right, sir. I won't be sad. I'm going to pick myself up and get through this. I wonder what my next job should be. Oh, this is actually kind of fun. You got this, Maggie. Why not come to Godopia for your summer vacation? We have coupons for plenty. Right now, our embassy is proud to present our Let's Investigate the Murder show. Although recreating that particular case has created a small few fires of its own. We had a few problems with the fire marshals. The next event will be great. It will be an attraction titled Capture the Yatagarasu. Of course, I hope to enlist Kay's help in creating our latest attraction. I can't believe that Mindy ditched me and went to Japan. But it's okay, because that's how I met Minoru. We're planning to go to Paris soon and start business. We're going to sell blue ocean dogs. They'll sell like hotcakes, hot dogs for sure. Blue hot dog in a blue bun. Guarantee I'll turn your tongue and face blue. No, I'm not really the type to work a lot, or all really, but... So I noticed I really haven't seen the guy in the blue suit at all recently. But I wonder what's up. Well, maybe next time with me, I'm gonna make him eat one of my dogs. No. I gave testimony in court today as a member of the Yatagarasu. You're Mr. Bad. You look well, all things considered. By the way, have you noticed the elements within the ring have begun moving? They're probably fighting over who should succeed, over who should be the next boss. Although, to be honest, I wish I forget I'd ever heard of that smuggling ring. Like Z says, thoroughly bite the poisonous snake from his head to tail. No one runs afoul to the law and escapes to this wolf's fangs. I'll get you all. I'll get all you get. Ah, youth. When did I become so old, I wonder? I've begun to notice in the gray hairs in my beard more. I think I'm retiring my mirror. I can't speak today. It's gonna be Wendy. Oh, it's the Pink Princess and the Pink Badger all in the span of 2 days. Talk about busy. But it's alright, because I got a letter from my beloved. Please take care of your hip. When you wish to speak, first take off your headpiece. What does it mean by that last statement? It's not like I enjoy being under a headpiece every time I see him. Oh. There's a pink animal, then a pink princess, great hero justice, young maiden. Wait, what trip? What happened? Oh, the music. Oh. No, let me save. Funny Jester Girl episode 3. Oh, frick, wait, yeah, that did came out. We gonna watch it tonight. Heck yeah. I almost forgot that came out today. Felt so much better now that the trial is over. As always, your legal prowess was top-notch, sir. Yeah, nothing beat the look on Mr. Alba's face when you revealed the ring's secrets. I was amazed. You're like a totally different person than when you step into a courtroom. Mr. Edgeworth is always 10 times fiercer in court. Based on the information Mr. Alba offered up, they begun large-scale operations to clean up the rest of the ring, which I'm happy to leave Franziska and Ancient Lang. So where are your plans now, Kay? Oh, well, I've taken care of the creep who killed my father, so I'm not sure. Hey, I know. Maybe I'll just keep on being Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Are you still trying to steal my job, pal? Just kidding, just kidding. I can't steal something so important to you, Gummy. What a relief. Okay. Yes? Even after all that's happened, are you still planning to become a great thief? Of course! But I don't want to tarnish the legend of the noble Yatagarasu. So I'm going to hold off on doing anything until I make a tight 3-person team of my own. A 3-person team? A 3-person team of young beauties the same age as me, if possible. With those criteria, I highly doubt you'll find the 2 other people you need. My father chose to fight for the truth. I think that's what was noble about him. So you see, Mr. Edgeworth? The only thing that I'll ever steal are the truths that have been hidden away. I'm going to work extra hard to make a world where the Yatagarasu isn't needed. Let's both strive for such a future. Well, I guess it's time for me to get going. I see. Okay, keep your chin up but stay strong, okay? Don't be a stranger. Don't worry, I'll be back. I'll be sure to break the lock on the window and sneak in. No. Cape, no, please. If you could, I'd appreciate if you came in through the building's front door. It's okay, Mr. Edgeworth. The lock of my window at home has been broken for forever. Oh, one last thing before I go. Let's take a group picture, just the 3 of us. Yeah, come over the photo. You and every big case has to end with one. No, Edgeworth. Hey, why not? Don't tell me you're camera shy, Mr. Edgeworth. Of course not, Detective. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm taking a picture now. Hey, come back here. Mr. Edgeworth, you can't run away from this, sir. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Stop that, can't be seen doing that. Okay, I'm totally taking it now. Say cheese. And thus, the long tale of the KJ incident came to a close. It saw the demise of a smuggling ring and the birth of a little great thief. But there is little time to rest and relax. For I'm eager to tackle the investigation into a new case. The reason for my eagerness is... I want to pursue the truth, and I want to believe in the strength of those who use the power of the law for good. As someone who has chosen to live my life as a prosecutor, that is my new creed. Oh, look at them! Oh. I'm so happy. New items unlocked in the gallery. Oh. Oh, that case was so freaking long. Oh my god. Wait, can I take a peek? This is all the freaking... Oh, did I miss some? What are these? Being awarded all other accolades. Okay, so these are like without using story mode. I've completed the— wait! Oh my god! What is he watching? He's watching the freaking TV. Oh, these are all the freaking pictures. Ah. Ah, heck yeah. What is character compendium? Ooh, wait a second. Man's on a mission. Wait. Oh, the animation's so good. There are so many, like, freaking... Oh. Oh. Bloody freaking wallet. Oh. Freaking phone. Oh. Oh, I love all the animations they did. Look at him just sipping his tea. What is this? Confrontation. Oh, okay, this is like the other ones. Oh, okay. Freak this man. Why? They even have one for this for the other characters. Good boy. Good boy, Missile. You did good. You deserve that freaking hot dog. View character designs and other special illustrations. I'm not gonna look at that until like I finish the entire game. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, even okay. It's gonna be 3 hours for my stream. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream here. I don't know what. Okay, so next stream will oh no, not that. Next stream will be Ace Attorney 2, Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit. This will be the next case, or the next game we're playing. Excited. Can't wait to meet the winner in this freaking game. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. And I shall see y'all next time when I do this. Bye bye!